Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dungeons and Dingnuts. Today we're with Eli again as our dungeon master. We're gonna be continuing with his campaign. Super excited to see what happens with last time. Obviously, Squitch didn't.
There's just a motive, dude. Now here's hoping that his soul is free to return and he comes back as a dragonborn.
Yeah.
Speaking
Take
of
your bets now.
take your bets, place where they are. Speaking of last time, I'll give us a nice little recap here. So last time, our lovely band of adventurers gathered together for a reunion. Penny sent out letters to those that are further away to bring them in because she was worried of Akron's condition with his psychic visions and everything. So the party got together, they reconnected, and then they started to investigate what was happening with him. And they saw firsthand one of those visions, which led to them going to the Archmage Ardeus, who wasn't feeling well and transformed in some way and transported our heroes to some unknown place. That was a weird sound. Where our heroes were faced with mirror versions of themselves. They managed to escape and into a large corridor where a ghastly looking figure approached them saying a sacrifice is required. Squitch sacrificing himself is right where we will pick up.
Oh no. Where Squitch got vaporized.
Yes. We're going to try to rewind a little bit here. As the wizened mage floats down and extends his hand to Squitch and says, "You accept the deal?"
Yes.
So he goes and shakes his hand, and Squitch can feel his bones, his body begin to collapse on itself as the bones begin to liquefy, going away, changing into nothingness. Squitch, what do you see? What are your final moments like? Things you say?
Oh, you should have died.
I get the feeling Eli's not going to let me revive him.
You want to get rid of Squitch.
Squitch does not say anything because I'm sure his vocal cords have been turned to mush.
Oh.
But running through his mind is just kind of... He's thinking about his business and what's going to happen to it now that he's gone, and he's really hoping that the quality of the product doesn't continue to go down.
The capitalist in his final thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. And but he also thinks kind of through his life and how it's been, because it certainly wasn't easy for him to get to where he was. But he thinks about his friends as well in his final moments and how important they were to him, and that he was kind of happy to be able to serve them in his last moments.
Nice.
Bye, Squitch.
Squitch, in those moments, his body begins to lessen as he begins to kind of stumble away from where the wizard left him. You see the rift behind the wizard start to deepen and widen, just as Squitch's body falls to the ground flat, as there's nothing holding it up anymore. The bones are completely gone as a tear escapes his eye with a mixture of blood.
Oh.
As I would like all of you to roll a wisdom save for me.
Oh.
Gosh dang it.
Fortunately, I'm good at these.
Me too.
Fortunately, I rolled really high. 22.
25.
Okay.
Yeah,
22, 25,
22.
22. All right.
And you're dead.
I rolled a 12.
What? Squitch, what's your roll?
He's dead.
No!
You all look at this, and it is horrifying to see. You've never seen magic do something like this to someone, but it doesn't shake you too far, but it is a sight to see for sure. As he says, "The price has been paid. You may leave with your lives, but if you try to stop me or my followers, know that you will be hunted down on the ends of this earth and the next, and your loved ones will suffer for your actions. As he begins to float back up towards this rift. The monster in front of you kind of shrinks into a cat. Just kind of standing, or not standing, but perched kind of in front of where you guys are. As the bands around your family and friends dissipate. As the whirling wind from this rift begins to build and build. What do you guys wish to do at this moment?
I go run to pick up my son, who's on that altar again.
And you with my daughter.
I'm grabbing my orphan kid, and then I'm going to immediately grab everyone else, have them lay hands in a circle, and cast Plane Shift.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Getting out of here.
roll a Constitution save for me.
I rolled low.
What is it?
It is a 4.
All right. So you guys all managed to get up over towards here,
Plane
towards
Shift
your.
isn't a teleportation spell. It's a change plane spell, though.
Are you changing planes?
Yes, Plane Shift it teleports me. It doesn't change your. I can't bring you from one place to another plane. It switches what plane of existence you're on.
Okay. What plane are you trying to go to?
So yeah, that's the problem. The only tuning fork I have is for the Feywild.
Okay.
Okay. All right then.
Games like that. You can do that.
So you plane shift, and the magic just begins to get warped by the magic within here, as you can see flickers of the Feywild and something darker until you end up in a familiar grove in the Feywild. However, it's much different. You can see the trees are slowly beginning to wilt away.
That eliminates one of my possible plans. I had multiple plans for how we could potentially try to protect our loved ones. One of them was for me to bring all of them to a safe place in the Feywild. I don't think that's going to work.
I run back to Penny now, after I pick up my son. And then you said that there's a rift portal back to where...
So you're in the Feywilds now.
Okay.
Oh, we've all been teleported, yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I need to take a long rest in order to be able to have a spell slot high enough to cast Plane Shift again. But I have some friends here I can get a tuning fork for the material plane and get us back home. I just need 20. Actually, wait. I don't need that. I need a short rest, and then I can cast Teleportation Circle and get us all back to my Druid Grove. Because that's the last place I took a long rest.
Is there any...
Was it?
Yes, I'm not taking a long rest since traveling here.
Okay, because you
Last
guys
time I
were
took a
here
long rest.
for a
Yeah,
couple days.
As soon as I woke up... Wait, I thought we...
Because you got there early. Because as soon as you got the letter, you said you got there, and then you waited approximately 2 days for Squitch to get
Oh, we didn't know we
to
waited
town.
2 days. That was
Even
the same
better.
afternoon.
Then in that case, then I can bring us back to our hometown.
That's
where
also
all of our-
true.
That's even better than that. I was just like... I just...
Probably back
honestly,
to my tavern.
Yeah, probably back to your tavern. Honestly, if it was to my Druid Grove, it would be extremely inconvenient, because then I have to use more spell slots in order to get us back to there to get... Yeah, okay, yeah, that's even better.
Squish's body, which is a travesty.
But...
Sorry. That's kind of much.
Dude,
No.
Not much we can do about your body.
So, are we...
50,000 gold travesty.
Oh! No! Now that we are currently in
may he
the
rest in
Feywild,
peace with those treasures.
am I, like, in the grove where my Fey friends are?
It's a familiar grove, but not where your Fey friends are, but it's like you know this is the Feywild. Like you saw other flickers of other places of where the magic could have taken you, but it took you to where you wanted to, like, the Feywild.
Okay. In that case, first order of business, we should probably get to ourselves to a more secure place. The Feywild is not very consistent in what is secure, but there are better places to be than just a random place. Can I, like, make a survival check or something to try to navigate to a place that I know where I think will be safe?
Sure, go ahead and roll for that.
Can I help him? Fishing and survival, and I just generally know where things are safe and stuff.
I'm also casting Diet Armor myself to do this.
Yes, you can.
So we can help?
So
Yes,
that's
you can
advantage.
30.
30. All right.
Whoa.
You're able to navigate fairly well back to what friend would you like to go to?
I'm looking for Ajax.
Ajax. Okay. Yeah. So
Ain't
you.
that one brand of grease?
I don't know.
It is a brand of grease remover.
Yeah, that's the
I didn't know that. I just
that's
came up
what it
with
was.
I just came up with a random name from name generator thing. I guess that he gave me a weird one.
Yeah. So you are able to navigate to where Ajax is, to like his place.
All right, cool. He's a sprite. Sprites are really good at keeping surveillance. I'm going to basically just ask him to make sure that no one attacks us while I take a short rest to get us all home.
All right. It's like, yeah, I got you. What's going on? It's been a while.
We had a little bit of a problem with interplanar being, I assume. And I'm going to describe the creature. Have you ever heard of anything like this? Transformed into a cat afterward.
I never heard of anything like that. It must. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be interplanar. It's not from the Feywild. I mean,
Definitely
many things transform, but nothing like that.
My best bets right now are some kind of demon, specifically demon, or extra plant, or something from the outer reach, the far reaches, one of the great old ones, or something like that. Those are my best bets, but I haven't had time to do any research on it.
Yeah, I can watch over you while you kind of get ready and everything.
I have 2 spells I need to cast. One spell I need to cast, and then we'll prepare to jump back.
All right. I'm Ajax. You must be his friend. He's talked about, I guess. What exactly happened?
Well, this guy's also a tiny creature, so
He's small.
Like Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
except he's a heavily armed Tinkerbell
But
with poison barrels.
yeah.
Well, mister, we accidentally summoned a creature from the occult.
We did not summon it. Unless you've been doing some experiments that I don't know about.
Well, I think it's connected to that book we read with the wizard.
I still don't think we summoned it. It had a vendetta against us. Because we had spoiled it in the past.
It also might have just needed particularly powerful blood. You can't. Sometimes certain rituals can't just have any blood sacrifice. It needs someone particularly powerful.
And Squidge was that, if nothing else.
All of us would fit the bill. Speaking of Squidge, y'all enjoy your conversation. I'm going to spend the next hour casting Reincarnate.
Did you grab his body on the way out, though?
I don't need it. Reincarnate makes an entirely new one.
All right.
Changes.
So which
into
one are
race.
you working on?
Let's do the getting out of here first one.
All right, I can. How long is a short rest in this world?
A short rest is 4 hours.
In that case, I can do
4
both at the
hours.
same time.
Oh.
I'll cast a
That was
spell.
1 hour. Okay.
I'll
You
just
changed
cast a
it in
spell
this one.
while we're preparing.
Oh no, I got that whole bunch.
All right.
So I have to wait 4 hours in order to do this.
I see.
So I don't have teleportation circle. It's just a spell.
It's a special ability. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not on the druid spell list.
I don't think so, but
So I'm spending 1 hour. So the first hour of the short rest, I'm spending casting Reincarnate, and then after that, I will finish to be able to cast teleportation circle and get us back to the tavern.
Okay. All right. So during that, you're casting Reincarnate and trying to picture the image of your friend Squitch and bring him back. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm literally just kind of curled up in a ball with Penny and my son, just kind of in shock of what just happened.
I'm teaching Ori how to cast Resurrect, how to reincarnate people. She's the orphan. I'm teaching her how to be a druid.
I am training my daughter some basic weapon stuff with a knife I just gave her.
Nice.
Probably a good idea at the moment, considering what just happened.
Yeah, that's why I'm teaching her.
It's
I've
like-
taught her some stuff already, but she needs to know a little more, so I'm making sure her training still up to date.
So you need to know these things.
Apparently,
So I'm sparring with my daughter, basically.
Okay.
And she's pretty good. Like, for like
Ajax
a
comes and
8-year-old
volunteers to
girl,
be a
she's really good
sparring
at fighting.
Ajax volunteers to be the sparring partner. Closer in size.
No, I don't think so.
He's a neutral, good aligned creature.
He's not closer in size.
Actually, it's fine. Chaotic and good aligned.
All right. So while you're doing this, you're casting reincarnate. You're sparring with your daughter. You're talking with your son and Penny, and everything's just. I don't know what happened here. We should have gone back for Squidge. We should have done something for him. I mean, sure, he was dumb sometimes, but he's done so much for us.
Listen, we've been in this for this business far too long to understand that Squitch is dead. And now
Not for long if I can help it.
But now we have to figure out how to stop the guy from connecting his realm to ours.
And don't forget, that was some sort of pact he made. I don't think we could have intervened very well, even if we wanted to save him.
Yeah.
Would have been one of us. And I'm grateful for his sacrifice, even though I'm sorry he's gone.
Hey Gavin, can you roll me 2d10s percentage dice?
Oh, I forgot mine.
Your dice?
I forgot my dice.
I was gonna message. Don't forget your dice.
You could borrow
I'll just put all of the extra dice over by Gavin here.
Thank
All
you.
right. So yeah.
That's a 90, right?
What did you roll, Wesley?
94.
7.
All right.
What did you say you got?
94.
7.
Wait, can I see?
If you
What's
didn't successfully
your,
reincarnate, you'll have a fun one.
Passive perception?
Yes.
17.
17?
All right.
Okay. So while you're having this conversation,
Can I use my
you see off in the distance coming through the trees a short figure robed in just dark clothing, just kind of approaching towards you guys.
I'm gonna speak to my daughter and tell her to head back. Let them know someone's coming. I'm just gonna kind of walk forward a little bit towards it.
Alright. You walk forward and the figure just kind of stops. You can tell it's looking at you guys and looks over at David and sees that he's focusing on something. Looks over at you.
Hand on my hilt.
Looks over at Akron and just continues to walk. Instead of coming straight towards you, walks across the tree line, and as it does, it vanishes. It doesn't come out the other side of the tree side.
That's not natural.
You're the only one who saw this.
My daughter basically comes running in, something's coming, and I come back afterwards, it's gone. Then I just described to you what I saw.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Me?
Yes.
Nat 20 with 7.
It was 7.
With plus 7, so that's 27.
I don't
Roll
like
me
the
a wisdom
reflective.
save.
What?
Roll me a wisdom save.
It just got louder.
14.
14.
If this is charming, though, I have advantage.
It is not.
Okay, just making sure.
And then David, roll me a wisdom save.
Oh. No, just kidding. I did that on purpose.
17.
17. All right. So you two hear that whistle,
Oh, man.
and you're like, "Where is it?" Because it's coming around, but you hear it, and it's directly behind you, and you are now frightened.
Oh.
Are we all in the same room?
Yeah, you guys are all
You see,
together.
you see my body kind of
honest.
tense up, and I'm kind of like whirling around a little bit, and I draw my sword as well.
Are you hearing that whistle too?
Yeah.
Do you think it's a creature from wherever that other thing came from, or is it just something from the Fey realm?
I don't know, but it sounds like it's right behind me.
As you're talking with him, you see this figure behind, small, about 3, maybe 4 foot tall, as it pulls off its hood, and you see the
Switch.
grayed, lifeless face of Squidge.
Oh, I was not being serious!
Gosh. Good job, Nate.
I shouldn't give the DM ideas.
It was already
I
there.
He
know,
did
I
not
know,
give
he
that
already-
an idea.
I know he had that
As a
plan.
reaction, can I just throw my psychic blade at it?
Sure, go ahead.
Let me make sure it's 12 million. Where did it throw?
I'm gonna go super good now. I'll put some boots on.
It was.
I'm just gonna whatever. Plus 10. 29.
29. All right, that will hit. As you throw your psychic dagger past him, it's just damage.
6.
6.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
All right.
I know.
As it hits it, it looks at you, and it kind of holds out its claw and slashes in the air. As let me double check.
I'm just gonna die here, dude.
I need to change my spell list a little bit.
It slashes its hand in the air, and you see the leaves just freeze in the air as it just looks at you.
Is anything else moving?
Nothing else.
It's just me and him moving?
One does not tempt with death. I was here for another, but you'll do fine then.
Bro! Nice job, ding nut.
Roll for initiative.
A duel. Just him and him?
Just him.
Well, at least it's
Can
not
I
you. 'cause
cast Detect Magic? I was planning on doing that earlier.
cast a whole spell.
Yes.
Well,
you
I'm
could,
clearly not going to keep casting a spell in the middle of this thing.
Sure, but he said
Besides-
nothing else is moving.
Oh, no,
nothing else is moving.
Time is not moving for us.
Never mind, I'm not casting no spell.
Yeah.
I missed that part, sorry.
You're good. You're good. Didn't mean to correct you.
Well, thank you.
All right.
I corrected you too much.
Oh, fish.
All right. What'd you get for initiative?
13.
13. Okay. So this squitch-like thing is gonna go first. As it's going to come after you here. Well, let me set up the map here. But yeah, you weren't supposed to do that, friend.
I mean, I appreciate you taking the hit, but I probably could have survived better than you could.
Stop! Stop it!
You won't get You won't get sneak attacks.
Don't worry, watch.
Oh, okay. Don't worry.
I'm worried.
I'm very worried.
Stop it, guys.
I'm so worried. Viewers, I am severely worried right now.
All right. Let me.
Or
I'm
listeners.
hoping that he turns into a dragonborn, even though I know exactly what he's going to turn into.
Yep.
He's open for a lot
Still
of
fitting.
things.
It's honestly probably more fitting. Lol.
I don't know if I'd say more fitting, but it's pretty fitting.
All right. So this squitch thing, Mabobber dude, your kid, that kid, and that one are all kind of over there, away from everything. As rough as it is going to go ahead and it's going to attack you. I hope you are ready to get attacked here. First attack.
That's a 17.
You do have the cloak displacement though, so it is at disadvantage.
Oh, that's a good weapon. Item. Not weapon.
Alright. With a natural one in the first one, or with the disadvantage, as it goes to kind of lunge at you, it tries to strike where you are, but you're not there. You're more off to the side as it goes for a claw strike. As you kind of move out of the way, it goes for a second attack. Guess what does its plus to hit?
Enough.
17.
It matches. I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge.
Uncanny dodge. All right.
So it'll have the damage. That's good.
I need to get those dice here.
It's a work for a week when I use this spell.
How long does this thing last for? It's for 1 minute. So you have 10 rounds in this low down time skate.
Oh.
And then everyone can come back.
Is it concentration based?
I can't tell you. Because I don't know. 9, 15 points of slashing damage.
Is that half?
That is not halved.
So 7? Or
7.
7.
It always rounds down.
And then you gain 1 bleeding die from that.
Uh-oh. You about to bleed
Which,
out.
every time it hits you with a claw attack, at the start of your turn, you roll that many bleeding die and you take that much slashing
It's
damage.
just a sort of wounding.
No, this is its claw.
Okay, it's basically a sort of wounding.
Second attack.
Does necrotic
You already
damage.
did a second attack.
It has multiple.
Oh,
Multiple
Um,
second attacks.
16.
misses.
Alright. Its last attack.
4. Yeah, this would have been great.
17.
Matches.
Matches.
I
Alright.
already used uncanny dodge.
We both have uncanny dodge.
Ranger rogues.
Squinch, can you worry?
17 slashing damage.
Dang.
And you gain another bleeding die. And that's gonna be its turn. So now it's yours.
Alright. Let me read 1 second.
And it is like the face, the image of Squitch perfectly just robed in black robes essentially as it's coming towards you. The claws are moving as if they're boneless. Just
Oh.
He's flabby.
I'm
I
gonna
hate
use
undead.
darkness. My spell darkness.
Alright.
And I'm gonna hide in the smoke until my next turn.
Alright, so you're gonna cast darkness and it goes up.
Triple disadvantage.
You should
Which doesn't
bonus
do anything.
action, disengage, and take a go further. Get out
That's
of
true,
this
yeah.
range.
Bonus action, disengage, and run a little bit so that he's not right next to you at least. Because you can. Or you could dash.
And then he won't know where you are, so his melee.
Also
attack
roll
will be great.
2d4. So at the start of your turn you take 2 bleeding damage. Or 2d4 bleeding damage.
That's 5.
Alright.
Is darkness concentration?
It is.
So I hope you don't break concentration.
Yeah, at least that was before they used to cast a spell. I hope you can see though.
I don't need to see!
Bro, you're gonna bleed out!
Alright, is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright, you moved. Where are you moving? Or are you just staying in there?
I'm just gonna stay like right out of reach of him and just keep my eye just so I can know where he's at in the smoke, but just like avoiding his, I guess, sight. So he
Okay.
can find me.
Because he moved up to here to you. Because you're the dagger one.
Okay.
So you're moving where?
Maybe like 10 to the right.
Like towards them?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So you move over there and just. A poor shame your friend couldn't be here. His soul is quite delicious. As he moves towards you, as death can see in darkness.
Rage is all
Yeah,
consuming.
I was thinking
shall
something that would
destroy.
happen.
I figured that this is going to happen.
Yeah.
I just hate it when this sort of thing happens when you can't prevent it.
Mm-hmm.
24 to hit.
Yes.
But he did kind of.
We specifically asked if the soul, he was taken. He did not say soul.
5, 6.
So you lied.
I rolled insight and I said he was telling the truth, and I rolled a 25. So unless that guy's got really good deception,
He might have.
4, 5, 6.
yeah, I don't know. Either
Oh, well.
way, I
12
rolled
slashing
a
damage.
Fair.
That's 1.
Watch us all just die right now.
Another 17 to hit.
that matches.
Alright. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 14 slashing damage.
I want to dodge before.
Alright. Another attack. 17 to hit again.
Dang. I'm still blurred up, man.
Once it hits,
Oh,
then
okay.
it's gone. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 13 slashing damage. And the last attack.
Well,
22 to hit.
holy freak. I got 8 HP right now.
Bro, why are you?
I was at 60 when we started. I lost 30.
11 slashing damage.
Oh, okay. Well,
As it just continues to go after you, just as I hit my own glasses. Goodness. It's just, you meddled in things you shouldn't have. You lost your friends, and now this is where you shall die. In a place where they could not save you. Your souls will be with his. As he kind of walks away, that's the end of his turn. So you start with making a death saving throw then.
Yep.
Yeah, you do.
So let us know when we're back to being functional.
Alright. Also, roll 4 bleeding die. Which is a fail.
4.
So that's
It
just
doesn't
that's just
matter. You
damage.
just automatically fail a death save.
I just automatically.
Automatically
Yeah.
fail.
When you have 0, it doesn't matter how much damage. It's all the same.
Alright.
Unless it equals to your hit point maximum, in which case you instantly die.
Hopefully, I don't think you can't bleed out that much.
Don't bleed that much. That's a lot of blood.
That's a lot of blood.
93 would be a lot of blood.
As
169.
it's going to, you kind of feel yourself just bleeding out. You look around and everyone's just kind of frozen as Squitch kind of changes form into this more humanoid shape, but with longer limbs, with a deformed face, no longer taking the form of Squitch. Is just, how would you like to have your friends see you in your final moments? So he just goes to grab you and pick you up, and everything resumes. After the dagger's thrown, you see just in the middle, Akron, a bloodied mess with this monstrous thing holding him with a long clawed hand, just reeled back and.
Yeah, I don't think any of us could have done anything about that.
You can have a reaction, try to do something. You are
None of my reactions
nearby.
would be useful.
None of my reactions would be useful either. I have lots of bonus actions that would be useful.
Wow. We just
I
lost
could
2
have
party
dodge. That's a
members.
reaction.
That's crazy.
We lost that half the table.
there
It's a
is
wisdom game,
there
though.
is
Turn
the
off the
reaction that I have installed for this game, the heroic sacrifice
Oh, in
action.
that case, I'm absolutely doing that. I'm not hesitating.
All right then. So now you interpose yourself between Akron and the stab, and you will take the full brunt of that instead of you getting hit. As you take 17 slashing damage.
Owie.
That could be a lot worse.
Rakes up through you as not Squitch, Akron. You kind of, for a moment, you see Aurum just jump in the way, knocking you off from Death's hand, and you just kind of hit the ground. Just his blood continues to spill.
Do I get a turn now?
Yes, you may get a turn here.
All right, bonus action. We are expending. What's your HP maximum?
93.
What the heck? Let's have some fun. How many of these things is it?
Oh boy. There's more d6.
I'm expending 8 uses of Balm of the Summer Court.
Holy 3.
Holy cow! I rolled great.
Wow. Oh. Wow.
You regain 45 HP and gain 8 temporary HP. That's a bonus action.
That's a bonus action.
I mean, I only have 15 charges of it, period. So, I now have
Wait.
7 uses left. I can only use up to half of my. I can only use half of the level up.
Oh, and you regain it on a long rest, right?
Yep.
Okay. The way you said it, I only have this much period. I was like, you can't get it back.
And as my action, I'm going to fix my eyes on this whatever it is, and he needs to make a what kind of saving throw is it? Because Aurum is now angry.
Now things froze, and then you just see your buddy just bloodied, just almost dead.
Intelligence saving throw.
Oh, that's a fun one.
All right. Intelligence saving throw.
I'm ticked off.
I know what you're doing.
14.
Fail.
All right.
The creature's intelligence and charisma scores have just become 1. The creature cannot cast spells,
Oh, it is a spell,
activate magic items,
does
have
understand
advantage.
language, or communicate in any intelligible way.
What's your save DC?
20.
20. Okay, yeah, still fails.
And
Feeble mind.
he is now feeble mind, and this thing does not go away.
For 30 days.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
wow.
also takes 14 psychic damage. Not that that really matters.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Alright, so it's incredibly dumb now.
All right. It is now dumb and is just feral at this point. No longer having the intelligence it
It
once
also can't
had.
cast spells
I'm
of
also
any
going to
sort
attack
or
it.
concentrate on any.
All right. No, it doesn't have any spells.
It can't use that ability, essentially. It can't concentrate on things like that. If it's a concentration thing, he can't use it.
All right.
So.
Where is?
So let's hope that it's a concentration thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the idea of having to fight this thing one-on-one.
I'd be fine. I'm down to duel. I'm down for dueling.
You said 14 psychic.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. As it goes, it just wildly slashes. Let me see where you all are here. 'Cause you were.
Am I on there? Yeah, I am.
Yes, you are.
I'm the bow. Question mark? Is that me?
Yeah, that's you. So who's there? So you moved here. So he moved here.
Yo,
Alright.
I'm running out of spell slots.
I've used one.
3.
I'm not a spell slot kind of guy.
I had 2. You saw right through my darkness.
Does a 25 hit you?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. Roll a d4 between the two of you. Hit him again.
Ow.
15 slashing damage.
Could I use Uncanny Dog?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Just gonna try and make another attack. He wants to hit you again. I'm rolling wildly for its attacks now. 28 to hit.
Holy freak.
16 slashing damage. Death really has it out for you.
Ours is the worst.
I'm literally rolling between wild slashes. 1 and 3 is him. 2 and 4 is you. All of them been 1 and 3s.
Bruh.
I'm sorry, man.
Might die again.
17.
Matches.
13 slashing damage.
What are you at?
15.
Bruh.
29.
That is.
You remember
12
to
slashing
add the
damage.
eight- You remember to add the 8 temporary HP, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
I'm at 3 HP now.
Alright, that's
Hey, you lived. Good
the end
job.
of its turn.
I'm gonna hit it whenever it's my turn.
It goes to him again. I need to double check if those bleeding dice stack. Because it's hit you roughly about 10 times, which if they did stack, you'd roll 10 bleeding die.
Bruh.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
let
I should have fought this thing, bro. What'd you do that for?
I'm not gonna let you die, but this is gonna take a lot of my spell slots. I don't have a lot of those
I'm
left.
scared, bro. Just acted out of whack.
I always wonder about the fear. I'm so
Yep.
afraid of it, aren't I?
Roll 10d4.
Oh my gosh. Let me do that.
So
They
you're
stack.
So you're dead.
Okay, yeah, you just die. There's no chance.
Well, you go down. But
As,
That was a 26.
as,
Does magical healing in any way influence his bleeding rate?
it influences healing rate.
Like
The
by
bleeding
using
rates.
magical healing to close his wounds, does that decrease the number of dice he has to roll? Not that it would matter. He's still going down, almost guaranteed, no matter what. But that is something I'm curious about.
Dude looks
Does
ugly.
not look like magic helps with the bleeding.
Does non-magic? Because I have that option also.
I have the
Find
option
out.
of sword to this guy's face.
So yeah, you are down again. Make a death saving throw.
Please do good.
All right. With that, what kind of do you see after having a friend save you, getting back up, and then just seeing this creature just wildly slash at you, just as the blood just pumps through, and your heart pumps it, but it shouldn't have, and
Oh wow.
I'm like, my ears are just kind of, everything's like quiet, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, I have to kill this thing or I'm going to die. And I'm just kind of like sitting there in the haze, just like trying to gain focus my eyes back on the beast again.
all right. And then I remember that I do have the additional rule of when you're dying, you can still take the attack or cast a spell action, but that does cost
A
something.
death saving throw, I'd imagine. A failed death.
So you still essentially have an action, but it does come at a cost for you.
Here, Wesley, stab it. I can deal with your death saving throws.
No,
You
just
know it.
just let it just.
If you aren't like on the verge of dying, just do it. Like,
He
I-
is
you
on
know
the
I can take
verge
care
of
it.
dying.
I mean, he
can I
has
just
two
drink a
failed death
potion of
saves.
healing? I have a few.
With this one, it's anything but saving yourself. All your actions
Oh.
are towards helping others, but not healing yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be kind of broken.
Then I won't do anything.
All right. Both of you roll initiative for me then,
Okay.
just to see where you.
This is a beast.
Oh my gosh. I got a 4. But he
Was
also
that
already
a
had
nut-
an action. Can I do an action?
Is that a? Was that a 1?
Yes.
Okay.
I also have the frightened condition, so that makes sense.
I got a 10.
And a 10. Okay. Or it is your turn.
All right. Bonus action. Balm of the Summer Court.
Bomb. Oh.
I'm only giving you 2 charges of it this time because I want to be a little bit careful with it. 15 HP and 2 temporary HP.
I do now. When reading this, each time it regains hit points, the number of hit points it regains is halved, and it loses 1 bleeding die. So you did lose 2 of those bleeding die because you're doing it again. So you
We'll
have
just do that from now on because we did it wrong.
So now you have, you minus 1 bleeding die, but the healing is halved.
So I take only 7.
Yes.
All right, that's okay because
Who are you?
I'm now going to I'm now going to place my hand on your shoulder. I'm going to cast
Oh,
polymorph.
Boots of shielding. Ah, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
You are now a T-Rex.
Alright.
Inside this room?
We're not in a room.
Oh, in a
Outside.
grove. That's right.
So that means your stats, including your HP, have just been replaced by that of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So you now have 136 HP,
Yes!
and your armor class is 13,
Alright.
and you're not bleeding.
That's the more important thing, I feel like.
Yeah, still is bleeding.
Yes.
The T-Rex is a perfectly fine one. When he turns back to himself, then he's going to be bleeding and he's going to die again. Because the thing is, this doesn't modify his real situation. He's still in critical condition. As soon as this fight's over, I'm going to have to do some serious medical attention.
You know,
But-
that's an interesting way to use that spell.
I just want him to not die, and I can't give him enough HP to make it that way. And then, because I really should not be where I am next to this dude, I am now going to run, yes, with an opportunity, allowing an opportunity attack, and back away from this.
All right. Because it is feeble-minded, it attacks wildly.
I had definitely.
Ah, it does hit you.
Because you're not
Are you at full health?
No,
Okay.
Because you're
An expert.
not even
And
close.
then I also have
18 to
something else
hit?
that gives me advantage on
That will miss.
All right.
You have an
then.
AC 19.
Yeah.
Dang.
This is pretty great.
AC's 13.
All
That's
right.
17.
It is your turn.
I will move my
Thomas.
Okay.
stack of illusion.
So, am I still
What is
frightened?
You are
David, what are some of
still.
my
Let me
attacks?
see.
Or did that end
Bite
because it
and
hadn't started
tail
against him?
to a turn.
Oh.
One a turn, like one of each.
Oh, I could do one of each turn.
Mm-hmm. Here, I'll just take a screenshot of the
Perfect.
stats and send them to you.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a question for the both of you guys, actually.
Yeah.
During your past 14 levels, would you have thought your characters died during that time and were resurrected?
I don't think mine would have been.
I would have,
No.
if that has happened, I was probably the one doing the resurrecting.
But do
And
you
it would've been a
think
different race.
because it's been not like
Yeah, but
but do you think you would have like at any point during your past
during
years?
the big fight of the prequel session of this, mine was the only one who didn't go down until the very, very end fight when the bad guy was down already. So I feel like mine would still have been resurrected.
If you had asked this
Probably
question
been Switch.
a couple of years, like
Squid's definitely would
before
have.
we started playing this, I would have
Blown
said
up
no.
somehow.
But based off of how things are going, I keep on getting up in danger, so there's a legit possibility. So I'm going to roll this dice. If it's lower than 10, then I'm going to say I have died. I have not died.
Okay.
I say I wouldn't have.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just a mayor. What's he doing? Sitting on his coattails all day?
You watch
Alright.
yourself.
Bro, I'm
It's your turn
You're
now.
Okay, so am I frightened still?
You are still frightened, yes.
I cannot approach. Cringe.
That means you can shoot him.
Or I suck at shooting.
But do you?
I'm standing in between. I'm putting you between me and him. I don't want to die.
I
My
have a
cloak
good
activates
idea.
at the beginning of my next turn.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Guardian of Nature
Good nature. All right.
and go slightly wolf mode. That's what the spell does. No, I'm not a furry! No! I become... Anyways. And, I want to attack him, but unfortunately he's slightly too far away for me to hit him. So I'm just going to take the dodge action. And because I can't get closer, I'm taking the dodge action while I have this concentrating. And can I make a wisdom saving at the end of my turn to save against the frightened?
Yes, you may.
Sweet.
Ooh. No, it just says you're frightened for a minute.
Oh, freak.
Bruh!
Well, I
You're
literally
in
can't
trouble.
do anything. I can't get any closer to him.
Do you want a bow?
I have a bow.
Then shoot him.
Actually, no, I don't. I only had my sword and my shield.
Would you
one
like a
with
bow?
me.
I have one with me. It's in my bag of holding. I never take it out.
I just became strong. Push him to me. Get him over here! I'm like, get him over here. Oh, you're a Tyrannosaurus Rex, huh?
He can't communicate.
You
can
my
roar.
sneak attack.
I still say that.
Unfortunately, there are strength-based attacks, and
Yep.
your dex is now terrible.
And you no longer have the raise the.
And
abilities
what's
on
your
increase.
AC?
13.
No, you can still have all the abilities that are so
Then it will hit you with this then.
Oh, I thought that was for wild strength, not for
attacking me.
Because you're next to it and he's dumb. His intelligence is bad. So it's a feral animal now.
Yeah, it's
Is it my
literally
turn
now.
now, or did we just skip over? Oh no, I rolled.
Because,
it.
yeah, you rolled it. Save
Actually, what I am going to do is I'm going to kind of yell.
That's
So
disadvantage,
instead of
remember.
that, I'm just going to kind of yell at it with my new bestial form to try to get his attention.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Does
gonna
his
do.
cloak still activate while he's a T-Rex?
No.
Oh no, I don't have that.
I choose whether or not the items stay, and I'm going to let him keep his cloak.
Okay.
Would it
so
fit
yeah.
a T-Rex?
It's just around his arm.
It's
That's just a straight.
it's
Still
literally
hit.
just like a tiny cape on the back of his thick neck. Jeez.
16 slashing damage.
That will hit a T-Rex.
An 18 to hit.
Sorry, beasts don't have very high armor class.
I know.
15 slashing damage.
Dang. Get away from me, please.
27 to hit.
Fuck. What is this dude's modifier?
A lot.
A lot. Oh, that's very poor. 9 slashing damage. That was all minimum.
Oh really?
And a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
$16 slashing damage. That is going to be.
His turn.
Let me double check its bonus actions.
Oh, I was wrong. The target's gear melds into the new form.
Oh, yeah, so still was straight rolls.
Do I get sneak attack?
Oh.
No.
I mean, do you want sneak attack? I don't know how you're going to be
I don't think that
stabbing
works.
it. Your dex is now +0.
Yeah, and all your attacks are strength based, so.
That is the
You're also really
end
smart,
of its turn now. So it just
Don't
kind of
keep that.
slashed at you.
Don't keep anything. Everything's replaced.
You still have those
Including
bleeding
mental
die.
scores.
Oh yeah. How
So
many
it's
do I have now?
10
I think you are
bleeding
mixing
die.
up with
You hit
the
me 10 times?
with the druid.
You can have up to, and they stack. So you're back
That's
up to
okay.
10 bleeding die.
Holy freak.
He ignored my yelling at him. Cringe.
You stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
loud
it's
sound.
made-
Whoa,
loud
loud
sound.
sounds. That was my.
Just he dealt
You should chuck a
30
rock at
damage
it.
with just bleeding.
Oh yeah, you just chuck something at it.
Can I knock him prone? Is it my turn yet?
It is now your turn.
You can
Yes.
definitely try to knock him
Can
prone.
I
You
try
do
to-
good at it.
Knock him prone with my bite and tail whip.
Go ahead.
Are those two different?
Two separate attacks.
Okay.
I suppose you could replace one of them with a shove attack and then use the other ones.
Yeah, because that's
Keep the
technically how you'd have to
The
do
bite
it.
is
It's just
better.
two tail attacks. Try and knock him over.
I was
Do the
expecting
tail
you guys to go to
does the tail knock
Feywild.
over?
Things you're supposed to come in sooner.
No, just replace the tail attack. Won't do any damage. Just knock him over and knock him towards him.
Okay.
It's just a fun race.
That's what I was hoping. All right, I'm gonna push him over
All right.
somehow with my big body.
You are Tyrannosaurus Rex.
What is my strength?
+7.
Plus
Your
three.
athletics, yeah.
You have no proficiency, but that's okay.
That's a 40.
That's a 14, you said? So
that's
a
plus 7.
Oh,
So it has to make a athletics or an acrobatics check to contest his shove actions.
All right.
Shove attack.
Acrobatics. 18.
Yeah. Can I try again?
Yeah,
I'm gonna try.
if you
again.
bite it, then it's grappled.
I'm gonna bite it,
All right.
bite it and then walk it over to me. Except you can't. You're not intelligent.
and that's
so.
strength based as well.
I hope you don't attack us next.
Plus
Nat
10.
20.
Oh!
It is immune to being grappled.
Well,
Oh!
that's fine. It's still crit, and you deal 4d12 naturally, so this is 8d12 you're about to roll.
Bruh.
What kind of damage is it?
D12.
Piercing.
It's resistant or immune to magic.
It's immune.
Oh,
So it takes no damage.
it takes no damage.
From you said piercing.
From bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
I'm
Blast.
I'm a beast that just got magically. pierced.
Unfortunately, your
No.
attacks don't count as
They
magical.
do not count as magical. As you go down, it just bite into it.
You were a really good bite though.
So it just looks up at you.
Dang. And then I'm gonna move away.
He's still scared of it.
It's like, "Ah!"
How does a T-Rex sound, guys? Gentlemen, how does a T-Rex sound? Discussion on the new podcast.
Roar.
Arm, it is your turn.
Okay, over here.
Is you-
10, 15, 20, 25.
I am running out of
I'm
options.
right there.
You
I'm
ran
not
from
that
him.
Yeah. So take a opportunity attack.
Where are you
24.
going to?
Behind me.
Ah.
You are a lot larger than normal, so you might have to step yourself a little further away technically.
18 slashing damage.
Dang.
Is anyone other than him hurt?
No.
I'm barely hurt, but I'll be okay.
Okay,
Which
that
is
is not
okay.
wasting my spell slots on that yet.
Let me just keep running. I
I
guess.
don't know what the fetch to do. When in doubt, burn it. With
Yeah.
holy light.
Yeah.
I'm casting 5th level Moonbeam Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Saving throw. It is a spell, so it has resistance to those.
This guy's impossible.
Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Psychic Blade did enough and get his attention.
21.
Pass, he takes half damage. $30, so halved is 15.
All right.
Dang.
Radiant.
Dang, son.
And if it's a shapeshifter, it is forced back into its original form.
It is in its original form.
That's a weird
Oh, it had a
form.
disadvantage on the saving throw then.
Okay.
For in the future.
Would have been a straight roll because it has advantage against
Mhm.
magical effects.
So next time he makes a saving throw, which will be happening on his turn, then
Tolus, your turn.
wait, I haven't taken my bonus action yet.
I forget that you have one.
Hold on, he's got a bonus action, guys.
Bonus action, I'm going to use my staff in order to cast cure wound, not cure wounds, healing word, and restore you 6 hit points. So 3 and removes a wound. And that is my turn.
All right.
So it didn't get close to me at all.
It stayed there. It's going to do something here soon.
Throw a rock.
I'm going to look at the ground. There's a rock, right? There's probably rocks in the ground.
Yeah, you're in like Feywild. It's outside. You're in a grove, so there are rocks for you to find.
I reach down the ground and chuck a rock at it.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Just frightened effect attack rolls.
It
I don't know if it does, but I feel like it might.
Attacks towards the creature are at disadvantage because of frightened.
Oh, well.
Yuka, do it.
Well, it's a strength-based attack roll, so it's normal. Because of
Yeah, but-
my spell, yeah. Okay, that is so that's an improvised attack. I'm not technically proficient in that, so that is a 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
But I chuck a rock at it.
You did chuck a rock
That
at
will
it.
likely
And
attract
it's
their
just
attention. He
as
doesn't
it's
like
just
rocks.
lashing around. It's going to now on its turn.
Bro, I did one attack. Let me do
I
another
forget you have
attack.
more.
I see you doing this, and I chuck another rock at it. Like, okay, we'll do it again. Okay, that's a 23.
All right, that will hit.
That's a d4 plus strength. So 7 damage as I chuck a rock. It's immune. I
You
chuck a
hit
rock.
it, and it just looks at you, and there's not an ounce of like pain or anything. Just
Man now.
But I use a bonus action to ignite my sword.
all right.
So that'll get its attention, if nothing else. What was I looking at?
By the way, it's been 4 rounds since you were afraid, so you're almost halfway to
Oh,
the end
thank
of the fighting
you.
condition.
Dang.
All right. Any other actions?
Nope.
All right. Let's see who he goes for. How many were there? One. Oh, you look at that.
Uh-oh, I know exactly what he's going for.
Oh, you
Not
think
you.
I'll chuck rocks at it, maybe?
Not
Come
you.
on. Yeah, I have its attention. Why wouldn't it not go after me? Come on, Eli.
It's gonna go towards you and make an attack, as it's 15 to hit.
Not as not hit.
All right.
You know, guys, I'm really happy I can't use my 8th level spell slot for this. It's actually going to be very fun for one of the big major evil guys to just be absolutely screwed
Feel
over
mine,
the
yeah.
entire time because this last 30 days.
It's gonna run past
And
you,
then he
getting
gets to make
opportunity
another
attack for
attempt
you.
At saving.
I mean, sure. I'll hit it with my flaming sword.
You could entirely.
Wesley, you also get an opportunity attack.
I got 21 to hit.
Oh,
That will hit.
oh, he's
Okay.
passing.
Oh, he's coming towards me. That's nice.
And it is missing hit points, correct?
Well,
Yes, it
is
is.
Just
there,
take another
I
boost.
can't
Yeah.
make any action.
Oh,
that can-
I forgot. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw at the beginning of its turn to for Moonbeam.
Okay. Just question, is it immune to fire damage, just so I don't tell you the damage? Because it's 9
It
fire.
is not immune to fire.
Okay, so that is... I'll just do total damage then.
Just the fire damage.
What? My sword's magical.
Yeah, it does magical slashing.
It's a magical weapon.
It's a specific type of.
Wait, what does it say?
This isn't a monster from the
It's immune to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage, period?
from non-magical attacks that aren't silvered.
So
or
if that means
It's
if it
magical.
is silvered, then it will hit, even if it's not magical. But magical attacks will also hit it.
magical
That's what that
attacks.
means.
Alright.
Something.
Yeah, that sells for that werewolves too, and that's
Also,
what it means.
if he fails the saving throw, 28 radiant damage. If he passes, half of that.
All right, he takes half.
He's rolling good.
Is there anything I can hit him with as a T-Rex that could?
Bite.
Then
Oh, wait.
It doesn't matter.
So that's 29 total
You
damage
could
from
replace
me.
the attack with a shove to try to knock him prone.
How much damage was it again?
29.
Eli,
29 halved.
28, but half. Yeah.
29 is mine, 28 half is his.
28 half. Wait, 28 halved. Okay.
Eli, I'm gonna try to
Okay,
shove this
stealth
dude on the
nice.
ground as he runs by me.
So the sword.
Okay.
All right, and then yours was because it's
Mine did the 29 damage, yeah. That's a big hit.
because you're saying that it still takes the damage from it.
Yes,
Yeah.
because as it's read, if the weapon is either magical or silvered, it will take damage. But if it's not either of those, then it will not.
Okay.
But it's not.
So
it has
T-Rex
to be silvered
teeth,
magic.
no. Magic sword, yes. Silvered sword, also yes.
Yeah.
Rock.
I
no.
that did confuse me when I first saw that like years ago. But then I kind of looked into it. I was like, oh, okay. It's just hard. It's just kind of hard to understand.
Though conveniently, my sickle is also made
Okay.
out of silver in addition to being
Hey! Look at that.
All right. So then, how much damage did you do?
I did 29.
29. Okay.
You like night push now?
1 second. All right, now you may push.
19 plus 7, 26.
All right.
Understandably.
It will fail that.
So it's prone.
Yeah, it is now knocked prone.
And therefore not next to me.
It's probably right next to me.
Yeah, it's like in between you two.
And now I still can't move towards it.
Is that the end of his turn?
Because it made 2 against you.
Yep.
So
2
it's
against
2
me.
more, but it's prone right
Yeah,
now.
so it's prone.
Oh.
And then it's just going to use the rest of its movement to stand back up.
Mm-hmm.
And it will go for David.
Oh wait, I need to.
25 to hit.
Ow. Yeah.
Can you add an additional 4 damage from my force damage from my Guardian Nature spell? Sorry, I forgot that.
We are going to find a way to kill this thing.
You-
By the way, does it look bloodied?
I don't know if it.
I don't know if it would, but like.
I don't know if it could, but I hope.
15 slashing damage.
Ow. Concentration check. Fail.
Don't
You're
fail.
not a T-Rex anymore.
Oh, isn't Moonbeam also concentration?
It is.
I mean,
I had
so
2
just T-Rex
concentration
anymore.
spells up at once. I'm sorry, I cheated.
I guess I'm not a T-Rex. I'm not a T-Rex anymore.
That's why I'm here,
Moonbeam's
guys, to
gone
make sure
also.
that everyone doesn't have
And
fun.
now it's going to try to hit Wesley.
What? I'm behind him.
Yeah, you're in between. It's stupid. It's slashing
just-
wildly.
And I did
I would
so
rather
much
it-
damage. How's its attention not on me?
I'd rather that it be attacking everyone spread thin. There's a
26?
reason for that.
I would be so fine if it hit me all only.
You're
Yeah,
lucky it was
I'm
prideful
killing
and took
one
you out of
person,
the time
I
stop.
see.
So the more damage we
still-
get.
Oh, I'm lucky now. Oh, thanks.
Thanks.
14 slashing damage.
Oh gosh. Stop giving me inspiration. I want the 14 damage. Well, I don't.
You want inspiration? You don't want inspiration? You want
I
damage?
keep tapping on the inspiration button because it's right underneath health. I'm gonna use my reaction to take half of that damage.
Alright.
I'm going to need to use my staff.
That's
support.
the end of its turn. Akron.
Can he?
Not death. The bleeding die.
How many?
Got 10, aren't you?
It's still at 10, yeah.
You freaking kidding
How
me?
much XP do you have?
Unfortunately, me turning you into a T-Rex was just a temporary thing. Wait a second. There's a particular crab I want to take a look at.
A particular crab I would like to take a look
Well,
at.
I took 20 damage. Is he
Oh,
considered
that's-
flank now since I'm next to David? Or if I get on the other side of him, will it be considered?
If you
flank?
get on the other side, yes.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna attack.
Alright.
My psychic. No, I'm gonna use my rapier. 19 plus 10.
That will hit.
Okay. 5d8. I believe. Is that correct? That's 5d10. 8d6, that's what it is. So, 6 right here. Plus a d10 from my rapier. That's what it is, right?
What was your roll to hit?
29.
20, okay.
Do you have a magic rapier?
No, I'm gonna use my psychic blade.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Yes, those, and then another d6 from my rapier. Yes. Okay. Let's see.
We still hopped up on sugar after this, guys. Not healthy.
Okay. 12, 10, 22, 25, plus 37 points of damage.
Alright.
Psychic damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh yes!
I'm just straight up in its back and I just skewer it from behind. I said, it seems that death is on your side today, and I just kind of push it off my hand and just watch it drop, standing over it, just shaking.
Sorry,
All right.
want to pour this on you.
As you you go through and stab death right through, as its form quickly just puffs up into powder. The powder lingers in the air as the cloak that it was wearing just hovers there. Just a soul for a soul. One must always be in its place, then.
No.
I think what it means is if we want Squitch back, then one of us is going to have to go. I can think about doing that later. Right now, we all need healing. All right, I'm breaking out the medicine kit.
I'm also going to say to you, if we beat Death, then wouldn't Death being on his... that didn't make much sense, that thing you said at the end.
Grammar doesn't make any sense. All you mortals make all sorts of strange rules about how you speak and how you shouldn't speak.
No, grammar makes sense. It's straightforward. His words didn't
Roll me a
make sense.
wisdom save.
Oh, fudge.
25.
All right. You
Good roll.
Wow.
feel something calling out to you, as if to take it, or something like a new home, a pleasurable feeling, something that's warm and inviting is calling out to you, but you shake it off and ignore it.
I just stopped looking at the cape and I start slowly, with my eyes fixed on Penny and my son, I just start walking towards them.
All right.
As he's doing this, I'm going to catch him by the arm and I'm going to just take out a medicine thing kit and I'm going to wrap his wounds.
Oh yeah, because he's really bleeding, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're bleeding
he's
out,
bleeding.
and I'd rather stop that.
And
So-
I am going to look to the sprite that's probably still here.
Ajax is probably still here. Yeah.
Ajax.
Why didn't you know?
Could we put a
I don't have his
small
stats.
rodent in place of this? Would the soul of a small rodent work for this? Do you know?
I don't know. I've never dealt with death before.
Well, it's something most people do at some point, but
It's not the literal embodiment of it.
I suppose you're right. Do you have any rats? Actually, I don't think a rat would be very pleased.
The rodent of death?
Yeah, maybe let's not do it.
Let's no.
All
Should we
right,
go
so
Gopher?
I'm giving you. So I'm restoring you
Maybe.
6 hit points, and with a healer's kit. In fact, I'm going to take an action and do that to everyone. that's hurt.
Make me a medicine check.
This is just part of my healer feat.
Yes, but for the bleeding, they have a different mechanic.
Okay, I'm down for that. I'm good at medicine. 27.
All right, there you go. You now have removed all the bleeding die from him.
Yeah! Normal healing is way better than magical healing at the moment.
I'm dressed up like a mummy. Let's go.
I'm going to do that to myself also.
All right, medicine check.
24.
All right, easy.
I'm gonna check on my daughter and make sure she's okay. 'Cause
Actually,
she
20
just saw the literal embodiment of death.
She's pretty shaken. She saw it change forms and just.
But she still has the dagger that I gave her in her hands.
She's okay, but she just saw this monster and it
River?
attacking wildly.
I am missing
12
hit
attack?
points. What?
No telling hit points.
Oh, sorry.
You can tell me your max hit points, but not.
Nope. No
I
hit
didn't
points.
know that. I
Oh, yeah,
apologize.
that's right.
I'm not allowed to know what my players' actual what their limits are. I feel like that's something that my character would know, like approximately how much they can take.
Trying to keep.
I
from that.
look hardly wounded.
I don't want to know how many they currently have. I want to know their maximum number. Am I allowed to know their max hit points?
They can tell you in a range of
Okay, give me
I'm
a range.
good.
Everyone.
to like, oh, I'm fine, I'm okay.
I look
Right.
hardly wounded at all.
You just see me just like,
He's like,
He's badly wounded, whereas to him, he has cuts and scrapes around his body,
I have
but
one cut.
Does he have any,
One
I have
does
one
he-
cut.
does he
but
have any
also
wounds?
from earlier today, from the
But
mirrors.
those also healed most of that.
That was also
Does
his.
he
So-
have any wounds on him? The bleeding ones?
No,
No.
I was not hit by that thing at
Alright,
all.
cool. In that case,
I'm just
that should be all of those ones.
burner.
I can do more healing if it's necessary, but I'm running low on spell slots.
Let's focus on getting out of here.
I can't do that until we complete a short rest, which you now have to start over.
Get resting then.
let's get somewhere safe out of the open.
There is no better place in the Feywild. There is no out of the open.
I'll keep watch again.
Okay.
And I've just used my last high-level spell slot, so I legitimately have 0 ways of getting anywhere.
I'm gonna take a short rest.
Short takes 4 hours.
Never.
That's what we're all doing right now, anyways. So.
That's the closest thing. That's just what we got to do. It's a necessity.
All right. I need you to make another wisdom saving throw for me. As the cloak is still floating there,
Cloak.
as it just kind of...
I got a 10.
10?
Oh no.
You feel a stronger call as you're... Is it kind of, again, is inviting, just be the harbinger. Become what you have killed. Guide the souls.
This is where I just stand up and I'm just fixed on the cloak. Can I do that?
I'm gonna see this probably because I'm watching everybody and watching everything around. Is that okay?
I'll allow it.
I'm gonna step in between you and ignite my sword in your face. Just trying to startle you out of that, I guess.
You have your free will.
Does it kind of get rid of that feeling at all? Or is it still kind of...
It's still there. It's like the feeling of like the calling of being a harbinger of death of this is still there on your mind, but like the flame is ignited and your attention is off from the cloak, but it still is the voice in your head is just kind of repeating those words over and over again.
Sorry, Tos. I was just thinking maybe we could use it or something. I don't know.
I don't think that's a wise idea.
Yeah. Just a thought. Don't worry about it.
Hey Jax, can we cover this somehow? Put a rock on it. I can move a rock here if you have a rock big enough for me.
I mean, yeah, we can find a rock.
Okay, Jack can read
boulder
alignments
for-
of things. If this thing has an alignment, he can figure it out.
I mean, probably could read the alignment, but
If there's alignment, if it has like a heart, then he can use it. If otherwise, it's not.
It does not have a heart.
I don't mean like a physical heart, like you know what I mean.
A soul.
a soul. It's like, we could kind of continue to look back at it. We can find a rock. Let's go find a rock.
Let's find a
Not
rock.
looking anything.
We go find a rock and I boom.
Akron.
With my
you
plus
should go
15
sit down with
athletics,
them
it
in your
shouldn't
shop-
be
in your
any
kit.
words.
They need help.
It goes on it. Just floats right through and on top of the rock. Just
If we build a tower tall enough, it will be out of sight.
That seems like a good
Do you have
idea.
any
You
more
should get going.
rocks?
we can go looking for some.
Let's find some more rocks.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll a
Survival check.
to find more rocks for me.
I'm gonna go find some more rocks.
I'm gonna give you guidance
Thank
while
you.
you're going out.
He sees me, he hears this, and is like, go find rocks.
Go find
And
rocks.
I find 17 rocks with my 17 survival check.
While you're there, you're going around finding rocks. You see in the Feywild that the ground has begun to kind of rot in a way. It's beginning to
That
get
good.
darker. The trees again begin to bend over and wither.
It seemed to be coming from a certain direction.
It comes kind of like underneath in a way, just straight out from the earth, but as if from a direction it comes from the north, if anything, just creeping in as everything kind of starts to decay, as you hear just and then
I'm gonna stop my search for rocks and go back to the group. There seems to be some sort of decaying wave approaching us.
How long has it been since we started a short rest?
It takes me 3 hours to find rocks, right?
it's taking you a little bit to find rocks. You're halfway through the long rest.
We're never going to get back to the material realm.
We might have long enough if we stay here. It's not going very quick.
Are you sure?
I watched it.
Okay.
I'm right.
If you're confident.
You saw that it is like just you saw
Slow, yeah.
slowly.
We
If you
should.
really think that we have enough time, then I'll keep working on teleporting.
Can I do a math check to see if you can calculate how long it'll take? What would that even be?
I don't know.
Intelligence.
I have a +2 to intelligence.
It's not bad.
I'll just do a roll of intelligence. No? 5.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell for sure.
We need our switch again.
What do you do?
As the rest of the 2 hours come to an end, you feel more rested as you can see further on now, about 500 feet, there's trees that are now drooping down. They're just kind of decaying as the ground, and like the color from the Feywild is slowly draining. But you have finished your short rest.
Alright. I'll roll my hit die afterward, but at the end of the short rest, I cast Teleportation Circle to bring all of us back to the last place I completed a long rest.
Alright.
Do I have to make any rules for weird teleport or planar travel stuff?
No, you make it back.
Yes!
Alright, yeah. Just keep in mind that with spending hit die, that you also spend them at a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You don't regain all your hit points in a long rest. That was one of the special rules that Eli sent to us.
When did you send these to us?
I sent
I don't remember any of
I sent a
these.
document.
Oh, I don't remember any of these. I guess that's why I don't remember any of the rules.
Yeah, so you make it back into you make it back into your tavern. As you teleport in there, it's quiet. You don't hear the hustle and bustle of the tavern. You don't hear the music from downstairs or anything. It's just eerily quiet as you just...
That was a really good sound. I didn't like it, but it was a good sound.
Yeah, that's
As
that
you
was
hear
an impressive
that...
sound, but a bad sound.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to immediately think of the safe bunker that we have underneath this place, which is well hidden, because I would definitely have one of those in the tavern, knowing me. And so immediately I'm going to think of that place. And I'm going to be like, "What was that sound?" I'm going to step outside of our room. I guess I went.
May I make a nature check and try to figure out what this is?
Yes.
I don't know.
You do not know. Even with your nature,
I rolled a 1.
you do not
I'm gonna
know.
check.
It is unearthly.
Oh, well,
While they do
that's
this,
cocked.
we're in the room, David.
Yeah, you're in the room that
I'm gonna
he's...
just go and close the curtains.
That's
and-
24.
Look out the curtains first.
You're certain
Close enough.
it's nothing that you have experienced in your life. Nothing that's of this realm.
Is this a rock?
Nothing of this realm.
Rocks are not of this realm.
Not of this realm. It's nothing that you know of. You've gone on adventures. You're level 15. You've gone to different places, planes and stuff. Nothing that you've recognized before.
I don't like that. I
I'm
really
going
don't like
to
that.
so was it coming from inside or outside?
Inside. It's coming from outside.
Outside the tavern.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna immediately stay. Hold on, and I'm gonna go to the safe haven, the safe bunker, in the tavern on the bottom floor underground.
All right. You make it down. So you go down the stairs, and you see that the
Also, I'm using
tavern.
bonus action to get temporary hit points. Ooh, 9.
As you make it down the stairs to the main room of the tavern, the floor is just tossed. That everything is just, there's tables all over the ground. Chairs are broken. The bar is almost empty. It's just a mess in there. You see charred marks. You see blood splattered around the tavern places. It's just a horrifying mess in there. But you do manage to open down, and you see a few torches placed down in the place. Like, who is it? Who's down? Who's up there?
Is it my wife?
It is you, wife.
I rush forward and embrace my wife.
You're about to get stabbed because
It's okay.
He's like, Tullis, where have you been?
Also with my daughter.
You do
What
have
was
your
the
daughter.
name? You had a really good name yesterday for her.
I had a good name for your daughter.
Yeah, you said a name for, and it was like my daughter's name was really good.
My daughter's name is Ori.
That's not my daughter's name. It was something M.
Minerva.
No, it wasn't Minerva. I should remember her name. I'm a really bad father.
Maya.
Yeah, you are.
Free.
Well, anyway, she's here too, and so we embrace. And I ask her what happened. What happened?
Well, you left. And it's been a week since you were gone.
It's been a week.
You've been gone forever. Monsters appeared out of the skies. The town was ravaged. There's nothing left.
I'm glad you're safe. We were taken to another plane of existence, it would seem. Twice, actually.
Hey, I got us out of there.
It's true, his was to help us out, but we were conjured into another plane of existence.
Unless you want to take a short rest there.
No.
Well, I'm glad that you're back, but what did you do? Why is it like this?
Do you recall 10 years ago when we thought we went down to the cults to defeat it?
Yes, is this them?
I believe so. The greater force behind them, at least.
I don't like this.
No.
I don't, as you just hear.
I'm gonna step further into the place and grab my equipment.
Alright, you can
Yes!
grab your
My equipment! I equip up because this whole time I've been like wearing like normal clothes, and they've been kind of tattered. And now I finally find my adamantine breastplate and like all this good stuff, my cloak of protection, and I'm like, all right, we're better now. My wife helps me put it on so it doesn't take as long.
Alright, you just hear the loud thundering. Just.
Do you know what that is?
I don't know what they are, but
How big is it?
they're not huge, but they fly in the skies. They patrol. They take whatever they can find in the streets and bring them back towards the manor.
Stay hidden for now. We should still have enough food in this place for another few months. Because it's a good bunker, guys. With the amount of money I've been rolling in, we had a good bunker. And magic.
If we can take a long rest, I can take all of us to my druid grove. It's a very defensible location with literal magic fortifications.
This place might be a little cramped, but we could do that. But for now, I think we also need to
Roll me another wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Is that cloak like still around us?
Roll me another wisdom save.
19.
Alright.
I would like to barely peek out the window and try to see.
This is underground.
what's going on. I'm not there.
Oh,
with you.
okay.
You're...
Oh, okay. I thought it's the way we talked.
I bring my family into the basement.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I
Alright.
the basement. In that case, I would like to go up on my own to do some scouting. Before doing that, though, I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace.
Alright.
Oh!
I love that spell.
I'm running out of spell slots, though.
I have that spell too.
You slowly open the door and peek open as you. Where's my book? Not there. Okay. As you kind of just see this large, claw-like thing just patrolling down the streets, and as you look outside, it's disgusting. You see bodies littered across the floor, blood splattered everywhere. Just from peeking outside, you can see that other surrounding buildings have been destroyed. There's smoke, there's plume. But what catches you off guard the most is that the light from the moon isn't natural. It's painting the rest of the outside town in a blood red.
Link, the blood moon is rising.
I don't like the blood moon. Do I see any of the bird things?
You don't see them, but you just hear another as a claw lands right in front of the door, and that's where we're going to take a break for right now.
I
Good.
might be
Actually,
in
that's his
trouble.
bathroom. So
I'm
Alright,
in danger.
we're going to take
I'm
a
in
break
danger.
here. And for those that are listening, this is part 1 of 2, so be on the lookout for part 2. But for those playing, this is just a break. So we'll see you guys after the break here.
those playing as if it's not all of us.